Well, new details tonight on a story about a popular local podcast that we first told you about back in December. The Ugly Truth About the Girl Next Door is hosted by sexual abuse survivor Caitlin Cook Gannon and her therapist Lori Krull. They were hit with a defamation lawsuit back in April, but tonight they're firing back.
This does exist. It's a terrible, terrible mark on society. It's vile conduct, and it needs to be stopped.
Buffalo attorney Joseph Manna represents Caitlin Cook Gannon, who details her experience as a victim of organized, ritualistic sexual abuse while growing up on Grand Island in a podcast she hosts alongside therapist Lori Krull titled The Ugly Truth About the Girl Next Door. Manna says most people have never heard of this kind of abuse that involves the sexual exploitation and trafficking of children, oftentimes in religious settings.
And it is well known among social scientists, but it's less known among the public. And because it's less known among the public, it's more important for people like Kate and Lori to be able to talk about it.
But the podcasters were hit with a defamation lawsuit in April filed by Calvin Kern of Grand Island, one of several men Gannon named in the podcast as her abusers. Now Gannon and Krull are together responding with a counter lawsuit citing New York's recently revised anti-slap laws.
This lawsuit brought by Cal Kern is solely and exclusively motivated by an attempt to intimidate her with big money and big lawyers and to bury her in legal fees.
Countersuits like this one are meant to strike down lawsuits intended to prevent First Amendment protected speech in matters of public concern.
If someone goes into the public domain, like Instagram, like Twitter, like Facebook, and starts talking about matters that matter to the public, like sexual abuse, like the safety of children, you can't come along and bring a lawsuit against them strictly and solely to try to intimidate and silence them, which is what we believe is going on here.
Well, I reached out to Calvin Kern's attorney late tonight for comment. We've not yet heard back. Earlier today, I asked Gannon's attorney why she didn't sue Kern or others under the Child Victims Act. He said she was not interested in monetary gain, but instead started the podcast to educate and warn the community. Kern has 20 days to respond to the countersuit.